Hello! That's right, I'm doing a Let's Play this time. And you know what? I love this music. This is Rising Angels Reborn, a game by Sekai Project, who does a lot of free Steam anime visual novels. And I just keep on getting distracted by their music. Okay. I'm gonna be sitting here for the entire song about to click start. You never feel as much pride as the first time you're given command. An instructor at the academy once told me that. There's something to be said about that. My first command was a listening outpost on some backwater swamp planet that didn't have an official name. I called it my watery hell. I command consisted of myself, 2 automated recording machines, and a virtual intelligence to manage the machines. I was alone during my stint as a lieutenant and a brevet captain. The only thing that kept me sane were the games for my virtual system. I'm pretty sure I managed to beat every single role-playing game known to the galaxy. Sure, there haven't been very many made since the war for our survival started so many years ago, but still. When I signed up to fight, I thought the Katagian Defense Force would have been smart enough to send me out to the front. Nope, I go to watery hell with constant mold problems, and they send my classmates who are far less capable than I to the front. Those losers get to command task forces and fight. And like I predicted, most of them perished with their commands. They were blind fools, idiots. If I would have been there, this war would have been over by now. Her character's kinda arrogant. Instead, innocent people, brave warriors, and powerful war machines had to be sacrificed to some dumb tactical officer's bad battle plans. Not anymore. I've been watching the Loadmaster and her droids moving cargo for a few minutes. Might have to inquire if she knows anything about my welcoming party. As I walk up to her, I catch notice of her short stature and non-regulation issue hat. Great, she's a hobbit. During my academy and training years, I never saw too many of them. While nimble and dexterous, they aren't what you would call our A-class students. Most of them are dense as rocks. Even now, she's smiling and waving at me with unprofessional excitement. No bearing, no discipline. And there I am. I know it's a girl, but I'm just gonna keep doing my regular voice. Excuse me, but can I ask you a quick question? I don't actually have that many female voices, and most of the characters in this are female, so I'm just gonna be giving them funny voices. Certainly! How can I help you? I glance over her uniform and notice the small insignia that tells me she's a lowly flight officer. If this is some sort of professional treatment my forces give, I'm going to have a difficult time. Still, she's a member of the crew, and someone I'm going to have to work with on a day-to-day basis, so I can tolerate a little bit of it. I'm Major Natalie Pucille. I'm looking for the bridge. You are almost there. Thank you for your assistance, Flight Officer. I'm glad to help out. I'm glad to help out. If you get lost, I'll be finished loading soon and can show you around. That's kind, but I should be fine. Al, AT, AI. What's this guy going to be a victim of? Don't worry, Callie, we're here to show her around. Yep. It's official, the guy with wings now has freaking a southern accent. other was a handsome, pale-haired frickin' with large, creamy wings, a soft, cheery look on his face. The other man, yeah, a frickin'. I remember the voice I gave this. I didn't get this to record when I recorded it the first time. I remember the voice I gave this guy though.
You've gotten soft over the years, Natalie.
Well, maybe I have, but at least I haven't gotten lax with my support. Letting a kid load all of the supplies by herself, I expect better leadership from you.
I always thought you were asleep during the delegation class at the academy.
You're one to talk. I know you slept through the first aid course. Who sleeps through first aid? I take it you two know each other? We graduated from the same academy class.
Old friends.
Is Major Hackett smiling? I know. This may be the sign of the Armageddon. I'm just glad that someone could warm my wingman's heart. My name is Alphonse Tenzin. You already know Saul. Major Natalie Fusio reporting. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Flight Officer Kylie Meagy. I'm not actually a kid, I'm a hobbit. Like a hobbit? It's nice to meet you, Flight Officer Meagy. Though you can stand to listen to Saul a bit more about professionalism. He is right about some things. I'm sorry, ma'am. It's been hard adjusting to military life. Keep at it. Be the best officer you can be. Yes, ma'am. I can see why you would like her, Saul.
Hush, Major Tenzin. We need to get going and let Natalie settle in before Arizona gets her claws out. Claws out, rather.
You mean Commander Rasuna? Ellipses. I'm gonna go back to loading the supplies, sir.
Please.
Ellipses. Ellipses.
You see what I have to go through? That's why I'm glad to see you, Natalie.
So I can correct you as well?
Here, let me take your luggage.
Are you sure?
Let's drop these bags off and take tour of the ship. It's small, but our work is cut out for us.
I'd let him. Saul let Zara carry all of her luggage without even offering a single shred of help.
Zara can roundhouse kick me through a wall. She didn't need the help.
Or Kylie. Ellipses.
You pack light, as always.
Uniforms and basic healthcare items I picked up just like the deployment list recommended.
Most people don't listen to that. They seem to think we have plenty of space on the ship for things like dumbbells and personal effects.
I was told that the list was the official record.
You were told right. The horse is growing some slack. Take Kylie, for instance.
Me.
I don't think we can have a better quartermaster. She's a wizard with our equipment. Nothing ever stays broken. If you need something, you just stop on the next supply run. But you saw how she treats superior officers. She seems to think regulations and professional behavior don't matter if you just do it well. We have those regulations for a reason.
When you deal with life and death situations, you have to be able to know exactly what the person next to you is going to do.
Exactly! You wouldn't believe how grateful I am to have someone here who understands that. Rasuna just doesn't understand that being good and being a team just doesn't cut it.
Well, I'm here now. We'll start bringing this ship up to code.
Damn right!
So, you really didn't help poor Kylie with her bags? It was okay. I managed. Well, you can help make it up to you by helping finish loading up equipment. I think that's the first thing we can bring up to code. Ellipses!
Only for you, Natalie.
I'll help. Kylie never asks for help when she needs it. Let's show her the power of a trio of majors. I am starting to believe that the gods may have blessed us with your presence here.
If I can still move after this, I'll consider agreeing.
Thanks, Saul.
I'm only helping this coyote as our quartermaster. I wouldn't waste my time if one of those boxes didn't contain steaks from back home on Quinn. But then we're going back to the tour. No further delays, please.
He sticks his hand out at me. Deal. My character looks smug as all crap, jeez.
Welcome to the bridge. It isn't much, but it beats being stuck in that tiny Corvette cockpit.
You flew fighters?
2 years on the front line with the KSX Zam.
Sounds exciting.
Not when you get caught up in a major conspiracy. Please tell me you aren't planning to overthrow the board of directors while you're working here. My career can't handle another one.
Whoa, what?
On second thought, don't ask. It brings up too many bad memories.
Speaking of bad memories, where's your ball and chain? I thought both you and Lena were going to be fighter pilots together.
Don't ask.
Was it that bad?
Ask me when I've had a few drinks.
You don't drink.
So don't ask me again, please.
Sorry. My voice is kind of undercutting this drama of this situation, but I don't care enough to change it.
Bad memories. I never thought befriending mutts would ruin my life in so many ways.
Non-humans ruined your relationship?
Mutt.
I remember what voice this guy had. Or girl had. Major Hackett!
You're talking about a pet a friend of mine had. It turned out to be a rabid dog.
Then use the term, dog. Remember what I said if I heard you disparage your fellow servicemen again?
I do, ma'am.
And what was that?
Immediate discharge, ma'am.
That is correct. Major Fusile, you would do well to note Major Hackett's lesson. We are a team here on the Nimrods. We work as a single unit. Freaking Nimrods. I will not tolerate those who cannot act as a team on my ship. That is the one guiding principle that I must make clear. Yes, ma'am? My last experience with the sit-up was not a pleasant one. I hope to not repeat it. I bite my lip. Rage is one of the commanders who've had a bad experience with the organization in the past. Sure, some of us may be a little cutthroat and determined, but we get results. The stories I've heard from my instructor were brutal. Selling out your command for success was common, not an exception. I don't believe in that mentality. There are limits to how far you can go before you become the monster you're fighting to destroy. Never will I sink that low. You have nothing to fear from me, Commander. Earn my trust, Mr. Major Fusile. I want to give it to you, but you need to prove yourself. I will. Damn it, I completely forgot to report it. Ouch. A little late there, Nat. Ma'am? Major Natalie Pusey reporting in. I'm the Special Investigations and Tactics Officer assigned to the KSS Nimros. And that's why I'm a Sido. Welcome to my ship, Major.
She is one of the best tactical officers in the force, ma'am.
I've read the trainer report. Top of your class, correct? Yes, ma'am. How many failed out of your class? Huh? Around 40%. And the average is 20. Why do you think that happened? Lack of dedication. They were not cut out for the surface. And what did you do to help them pass? Everything you could, am I right? Ellipses. We fight and die as a team on this ship, Major. Earn my trust. Yes, Commander. At 10:05, we'll be holding an all-call for this ship. You will brief our mission to the entire crew. Until that time, you are off duty. Major Hackett will be your guide. Thank you. You have her quarters decided, Major Hackett?
Yes, I was going to put her in the empty room.
Incorrect. She'll be rooming with Captain Moonfollow. moon follow.
And what will we be doing with the empty room?
This voice. Oh shit, Doctor says he's tired of sleeping in the med ward and laid claim to it.
That's slimy. Yes, ma'am.
That's all. Dismissed.
Let's get out of here quickly before she thinks of something else.
Wait, I have questions to ask.
Alright.
Certainly. What are you curious about? Now. I'm going to be professional about it. Because I just want to be professional about it. I've read up on the specs of the ship, but the professional suggested profile suggested this version might be different. I noticed that your ship's profile was different than a standard hyperclass command and control ship. You've got a very sharp eye. Yes, this ship was modified in depot. Really?
But not for the better.
Oh. That all depends. Our crew complement has been reduced due to the removal of the self-defense weaponry. Wait, we have no defensive lasers or cannons? Oh, I love that line. Correct. So we have no weapons officer or loader. Also, our impulse drive is a KDS E591 instead of the standard E598. As much as I want to bluff, understanding that one lying won't help here. And what impact does that have on us, man? A larger engineering bay and larger fuel consumption, so our med bay is also removed. But the doctor works out of the secondary research bay instead.
Try not to get sick. He is a lecherous demon who has no ethics or Hippocratic oath.
He's an unhuman, isn't he?
An Afric.
Someone from Africa? I don't know.
But that doesn't make him any less of a vile monster.
I'll keep that in mind.
Please do. It's only a matter of time before I catch him and have him court-martialed.
Let's keep being professional. No defensive weapons to protect us from pirates. What about security on my ground site?
We have Zuri.
What's a Zuri? Is it some sort of defensive robot?
How I really, really wish it was. I'll be able to turn it off then.
Lieutenant Zuri is our security officer and in charge of defensive systems on the ship.
Which means she doesn't have a lot to do and seems to find time in her day to just wander around and bother everyone.
She wants to help out others. That doesn't sound like a bad thing, Saul.
It wouldn't be if she had a better attitude.
What's wrong? Is she grumpy? I thought someone like that would work well with you.
No, she's perky. There have been some days where I just want to tear the hacking right out of her soul.
You're a kind of a downer there, Saul. He doesn't know his name is probably Soul, as in Spanish for son, but I'm gonna keep calling him Saul. Have I ever said that you remind me of a really... And there's the Grumpy Cat reference. Jeez.
Not in years.
And you haven't changed a bit. Though she may be a bit enthusiastic at times, Lieutenant Zuri is competent at her job and will provide you adequate security on away missions.
Just don't expect her to shut up at all when she gets on her warrior rant.
It'll be nice to have someone cheerful to hang out with now and then to compensate for Mr. Doom and Gloom.
I'm just realistic and don't lie and sugarcoat things for you.
And I know this is the last choice in this section, so let's just be professional one more time. Is there anything else I should know about this ship before we set off?
Besides the lack of defensive weaponry and substandard parts?
Well, that may be true. Most of the crew is relatively experienced in its operations.
Despite their laziness and lack of morals, the commander is correct in stating the crew is decent at their jobs. Don't expect much, but I do ensure the basics are enforced.
Even though he's rough and derogatory, Saul's never been one to shy away from acknowledging talent. I just wish he'd use it no matter what the outside looks like. The weaponry shouldn't be an issue. I don't intend to send us into combat zones. If pirates attack, fleeing in terror, while not heroic, is a perfectly logical course of action. I agree. Thanks for the briefing. The information will come in handy to maximize the Nimros's utilization. I can't take the name of our ship seriously. I'm glad to hear it.
Hey, to cut the question and answer session short, but we should continue the tour. You don't want to start your first day tomorrow with no sleep, right?
I can feel the first traces of exhaustion beginning to set in. This is the first time I've had to do anything remotely like work in years. It feels wonderful, though tiring. You walked around for about 5 minutes and had a conversation.
Maybe. Having me mumble through the briefing tomorrow might make it a little more...
Sorry, that was Natalie. Maybe having me mumble through the briefing tomorrow might make it a little more interesting.
No doubt. By your leave, ma'am?
Rest well, Major Pusey. We expect much from you. Dismissed. I do hope that name is pronounced Major Pusey. It's a silly sounding name, but...
Let's go drop off your medical records with the perv and grab a bite to eat.
That sounds delightful. I'm famished.
If Kylie finished stocking everything, we might be able to make a decent meal from the synthesizer.
No cook. No cook. We have
some limited cooking facilities, but alas, no cook. I don't think I'd want to eat any more dog food anyway.
Lupide food.
Same thing. Trust me, Wolfie can't cook well. You can try eating it, but you'd rather have the synth stuff.
Because she's a lupide or because she can't cook?
Can't it be both? I'm not saying all food the mutants cook is bad, but lupide stuff is just bland and mushy. Try it if you want, you'll see. I can make a decent meal, though. I'll make you something nice sometime.
I'll have to compare them.
Then we'll have a contest to prove it. Not tonight.
This guy actually is pretty cool when he's not being a jerk. You promise?
I promise. Let's get going. The
clank of metal instead of the mush of dirt is welcoming. Never again will I have to check my hair for spiders after a radar array check. Everything is so clean, so shiny. I did it. I really am back to the real Space Force again. I'm free to save the universe once more.
Happy?
Does it show? Well, yeah, you're very clearly smiling your head off.
A little bit.
Okay. I respect you, Saul. I just can't take it. I can't help it. I'm excited, Saul. My first real post, my first real mission. I'm finally off that mud ball.
What is our first mission?
I haven't checked. My orders were just to report here and then receive my follow-on orders over the secure network. My character's facial expression there is like...
Sounds like they're trying to make it difficult for your first briefing.
You're telling me.
I have faith in you. Show them how you do a proper intelligence-based briefing.
Thanks, Saul.
I know I can't see the orders, but let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
I'm glad you reminded me before I asked for his help. Cedo orders are restricted to Cedo eyes only. My first briefing can only be written by me. That's the unfortunate truth of my profession. No matter how much I wish I could depend on Saul, on my crew, I'm not part of it. I'm just an attached member. The thought is sobering, bleeding the joy out of my mood. It's lonely at the top. I mean, you're still reporting into the commander of the ship. Although I guess you are commanding her, and she's... Yeah. Does my lab have a secure line? I'd rather not deal with couriers.
Only the finest for you.
It doesn't seem like this ship has a lot of the finer things.
It doesn't, but you learn to make do with the things you're given. I'm sure you'll find ways to adapt quickly.
Of course. The ship is a stepping stone. I must keep telling myself that. Stop in front of a door in the aft section of the ship. Saul doesn't seem to be pleased to be here, so I assume we found the auxiliary lab, or the aux lab. Saul knocks against the door 3 times without a single response. Finally, he resorts to loud bangs before he gets a response. Stan. We will get to you in the next episode, Stan.